he was trying to come out there and like knock Crowder's head off, and Crowder was talking shit to him, yo. That was kind of fun to see. He was just like, "Come on, let's go. You talking all that? Come on, let's go." What's up, guys? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a great week. Welcome back to the channel, The Fighting Nurse, where we talk about all things UFC, combat sports, MMA, boxing for the most part. So, yeah, welcome back. We are talking about the co-main event for UFC Fight Night 150 taking place in Florida. Let's see, Greg Hardy versus Dmitry Smoliakov. I'm sure I just butchered that completely, but yeah, we're gonna call him Smoliakov. Yeah, this is the co-main event for the fight, for the card. So I mean, I don't know what to make of this co-main event. I mean, Greg Hardy keeps getting all these main spotlights, and I don't know if is he deserving. I don't know, but he's here, so we're gonna talk about him. Yeah, everybody knows Greg Hardy, man. He used to be a former NFL star that got into a whole lot of trouble. He has a checkered past, and now he's in the UFC, and apparently he's turned everything around. I mean, I believe everybody deserves a second chance. You know, apparently he had threatened to kill his ex-girlfriend. He, was physically aggressive towards her, left some marks on her neck. I mean, he's a big dude. I mean, shoot, I'd be scared of me. Shoot, I don't know problems with that dude, and he did that to a female. That's really uncalled for and unfortunate. But it seems like he learned from that situation. They were able to come to a settlement, and he avoided any jail time. But apparently he's been doing everything that he needs to do to get his life back on track. And for me, I know a lot of people don't want him in the UFC because of what he did. But I mean, I don't know, I mean, I feel like everybody deserves a second chance. So he's here now, so we'll move along with it. He's fighting Dmitry Smoliakov. Yeah. So Greg Hardy, man, he looked okay in his last fight, to be honest, and he looked good in the Contender Series as well. When he was fighting in the Dana White Contender Series, he looked okay. I mean, he's been knocking everybody else out, and he fought, who did he fight? Alan Crowder. He got DQ'd. He lost that fight by disqualification, so he didn't necessarily lose the fight because of an illegal knee. Actually, Crowder had one knee down, and he threw his knee and connected, and I mean, they connected flush, and I'm not surprised Crowder didn't want to continue that fight. So Greg Hardy got DQ'd, but I didn't leave that fight thinking he was a slouch. I didn't leave that fight thinking he didn't know what he was doing. He got gassed a little bit in the second round. I think he was trying to come out there and like knock Crowder's head off, and Crowder was talking shit to him, yo. That was kind of fun to see. He was just like, "Come on, let's go. You talking all that? Come on, let's go." So that was actually a good fight, but he didn't do anything to diminish his shine. I thought he looked good. His boxing looked decent. I mean, he's pretty new, 2 years into the sport. I mean, he's an athlete on the highest level. I mean, I saw him avoid a few takedowns by legit UFC fighters. So he looked okay. He landed a couple of punches. He got hit a couple of times. He wasn't, scared of getting hit. Some people that are not fighters, they're athletes. You can see that they don't want to get hit. But he was there, man, and he had that scary, mean mug to him. Like, I'm here to fight. So yeah, I think he has a shot. With the UFC. I don't know how far he's gonna go, but he's pretty young. He's 29. I mean, 4 more years, who knows? So yeah, like I said, his fighting style, he's pretty much a boxer. And he looks decent. He has a lot of power. And he has fast hands, and he moves in and out quite well. Like I said, he played football at the highest level, so he's an athlete, and it seems like he has a chin, and if he gets his cardio, up a little bit and his ground game up, he might have a decent UFC career, learn a little bit more about the sport. the guy is fighting, Dmitry or Mitri, Mitri. I really don't know too much about dude either. He outside of the UFC was really successful. I mean, he had a lot of success outside of the UFC. He got into the UFC a while back and lost both fights in the UFC. So the UFC let him go. He won another fight outside of the UFC, so they're bringing him back to fight Greg Hardy. And I think it's a good fight for Greg Hardy. I mean, Greg Hardy has, what, 4 fights? This dude has 11 fights, still more experienced than Greg Hardy, so I don't think, some people are going to say they're trying to give Greg Hardy easy fights. I mean, like, he's been fighting for 2-3 years. I mean, you should give him easy fights, you know, because he's easy in himself. If you give somebody difficult to him, the person is going to, you know, pick him apart. So, yeah, give him somebody that's kind of at the same skill level as he is, you know. So, I don't know. This is kind of like a toss-up for me. I'll go ahead and pick Greg Hardy. I think he has fast hands. But this dude, too, all of his other fights, knockouts or submissions. So either he's getting knocked out or he's knocking somebody out. So all of his fights, all of his wins, either by submission or basically all finishes, you know. And then when he loses as well, he's getting finished. So it seems like, I haven't watched any of his fights, but it seems like he brings it, kill or be killed type mentality, you know. That's what it seems like. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick Greg Hardy. I think he's gonna want to bounce back. You can't lose back to back, bro. I mean, if you lose back to back, then maybe have one more shot because you're Greg Hardy and you might be on him. But yeah, I'll go ahead and pick Greg Hardy. I'll say first round knockout because he comes out blitzing. He comes out like a freight train, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Greg Hardy first round knockout, straight knockout, or yeah, knockout. I'll go with knockout. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you like the content, go ahead and like and subscribe down there somewhere. It's there somewhere. Go ahead and like and subscribe. And come back to the channel next week. I'm going to be dropping some other content. And if you didn't get a chance to see the breakdown or the prediction that I did for the main event, you go ahead and watch that as well. But yeah, you guys have a great week, man. I'll see you later. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Peace.